Now, almost everyone's heard about keyboard shortcuts, but how many of us have taken the time to learn and use them in our workflow? For years, I pushed my mouse through countless menus and submenus to reach whatever tool I was looking for, unaware that to bring up the tool I wanted, I could have just pushed a couple of keys that were right under my fingertips. Sometimes, pressing even just one key would have taken me straight to the tool I needed. Now, it wasn't until I became a wedding photographer, with hundreds of photographs at a time to process, that I realised just how much time and effort I was wasting hunting through menus. And that's when I got really interested in keyboard shortcuts. Today, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to use the 11 basic keyboard shortcuts I use most to save time when I'm processing in Photoshop. And you're not going to believe just how easy it is to move around the interface without touching your mouse. Hi, I'm Ken Hadfield. Welcome to my Better Photography channel. I'm going to get started straight away, but first you need to know that I'm not going to batter you with a long list of shortcuts, because I remember that after checking out shortcut tutorials myself a few years ago, I very quickly got tired and confused at the sheer amount of information coming my way. I watched 30 to 40 minutes of this push this key and push that key, and it meant that eventually information overload kicked in and I just switched off because I was simply unable to retain all of the information coming my way. So with that in mind, I intend to make a series of short videos, and each video will feature a small number of my most useful keyboard shortcuts. And I'm going to upload these videos in between my usual longer tutorial videos to give you time to check them out, just a few at a time. And hopefully you'll try them, remember them, and then use them in your own workflow. And don't worry, if you're using Windows or Mac, because I'll be giving you shortcut keys for both platforms. Now, let's hop over to my workspace. Okay, so I've opened up Photoshop, but before we get into the shortcuts, I just want to point out that generally when I mention using the Command key on a Mac, Windows users should use their Control key. However, there are exceptions, so look out for them in the graphics above. Let's start with the first shortcut. Simple and easy. Open a new document. That's Command N in Mac and Control N in Windows. And as you can see, this simply opens up the new document dialog box. Shortcut number 2, open document, is Command O on Mac and Control O in Windows. It allows you to find and open an existing document. Shortcut number 3 is Browse in Bridge. Now this is really useful to me personally because as a wedding photographer, I sort and store hundreds of images. Using Browse in Bridge to hop back and forward between Bridge and Photoshop is a big time saver for me. The keys to use are Command Option O for Mac and Control Alt O in Windows. And as you can see, this has brought up Adobe Bridge, and I can use this to check through any files that I want to bring into Photoshop for processing. Now, number 4 is the Close Document shortcut. Command W on a Mac and Control W in Windows. And I'm just going to bring an image in here, and let's just say I've decided really I don't want to do anything with the image, just want to close it out. So all we have to do is use the Command W, and it just removes it. There's no saving involved, so it takes it straight back into its file again. Shortcut number 5 is to save your document. A simple one here. Command S on the Mac, Control S in Windows. And this will save your document back to the original file where it's stored using the same file name. Number 6 on the list is the Save As shortcut. Command Shift S on a Mac and Alt Control S in Windows. This opens up a new dialog box that allows you to save the file with a new name, meaning both the original file will be saved unchanged, but the edited file will be saved with a new name. Shortcut number 7 is another simple one, Print Document. Command P on a Mac, Control P on Windows. As you can see, it opens up the print dialog box. If you want to undo your last action, then shortcut number 8 will allow you to undo your last edit. And you can go back several steps by repeating the shortcut. For this, use Command Z on a Mac and Control Z in Windows. So let's say I try to do a crop on this image, and I bring the crop down and I say, no, it's not for me. All I have to do is do Command Z and it pops it back to the original position. Very useful. The next shortcut is really useful for creative photographers. This shortcut takes you to the Cut tool, which allows you to make a selection from your image and then cut it out. Command X on a Mac and Control X on Windows will open up this tool. You're going to make a selection first, so I'm going to use the Quick Selection tool. I'm going to come up to the top here and select the subject. Well, as you can see there, it's done a selection around the lion. We simply then use the Command X key now, or Control X on Windows. And as you can see, the selected area has been cut out, and in the background, it's automatically saved to your clipboard. So you can then go to another image and paste this fella in there. There are countless ways to use this tool to make unique creative images. Shortcuts 10 and 11 kind of go hand in hand, and copy and paste. To copy a subject, use Command C for Mac, Control C in Windows. And then to paste, you just use Command V on a Mac or Control V in Windows. So I'm going to Command C this particular image. It's now copied. Let's say I want to put it into another image, and then Command V. And as you can see, it slipped nicely into there and can be used in a secondary image. And there you go. 11 simple, easy to remember keyboard shortcuts. And I'm going to post even more in the near future. However, you may not have realised that Photoshop have already given us a reminder of where the shortcut keys are by displaying them in the menu bar. Those that are solid black are available to use, and those greyed out are not available depending on which function you're using. In the information box below, I'll place a link to my Better Photography Facebook group page, where you'll find a printable guide to all the shortcuts mentioned in this video. Print them off and keep them next to your computer, and I guarantee within a short time you'll be able to throw the guide away. See you next time on the Better Photography channel.